Hi, this is Coralla at CorallaFicklin.com. Welcome Network, WYLCOME Network.com. Welcome.com. iStudyGuides.com. iStudyCards.com. Oh, and Pedients. Also Pedients if you want to get any of my writings. Books that I've written, papers that I've written on language. You can also go to Pedians, P-E-D-I-A-N-S. And I'm currently working on a dictionary on non-American English. And the dictionary is very interesting. The name of the dictionary is called Septic Tanks Dictionary on Non-American English. Do you know what a septic tank is? A septic tank, if you know what it is literally, I'm not talking about the literal septic tank. What I'm talking about, it's Cockney rhyming slang. That's British English. And a septic tank, and don't forget, it has to rhyme with the tank, is a Yank. And a Yank is an American. So what I'm really saying is an American's non-American English dictionary. But I love the way that they do, the way that they that what they call Americans in Britain. Maybe it's insulting because a septic tank doesn't sound very nice. They could find another word besides septic tank. But it's interesting how they use that to mean Yank, and Yank means an American. Americans don't normally call themselves Yanks, right? And the only time we use Yank was during, well, I guess in the 19th century in the South, when they were fighting the war, the Civil War. The Southerners called the Northerners Yankees, and the Northerners, that is the Yankees, called the Southerners rebels. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. That's just a little bit of history of language. What we're going to talk about today is, and I think this is one of the unique qualities of English. A word in English which can be a noun as well as a verb without making any changes at all. Now in Spanish you can do that, but you have to make changes. You have to put an accent or something, and sometimes you'll find that a word can be a verb as well as a noun. But normally in Spanish or maybe in another language, you would have to add an affix, add something, an accent, something to let you know that the word now no longer is a verb, or the word now no longer is a noun, even though it looks the same. For example, you have the word hablar in Spanish. Now this is still, they're both verbs, but they change in tense. But in Spanish it lets you know. If you say hablo, yo hablo español, that means I speak Spanish, versus él, but you don't need the L. Él habló anoche. That hablo is spelled the same way, H-A-B-L-O, but with an accent. So there's an indication. In English, you don't need that. In English, you have a lot of words, a lot of common words, and I think they're mostly Germanic words versus the French and Latin-based words. Let me give you an example. When I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the website itself, and it's under the title. I created a whole category of study guides, and it's called Freaky English. Something that's freaky is weird, strange, kind of hard to understand, but in the case of English, a very important aspect of the language. Now, and it's called noun and verb. It's under the Freaky English. Is it a noun or is it a verb? For example, the word offer, O-F-F-E-R. Is it a noun or is it a verb? Listen to the sentences. He made me an offer. In The Godfather, he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Or to make someone an offer they can't refuse. But the word is offer. So here, he made me an offer. Offer is a noun. But listen to this. He can't offer you anything. Offer there is a verb. Let me do it again. The word is offer, O-F-F-E-R. Sentence 1. He made me an offer. Sentence number 2. He can't offer you anything. You see? Same word, same pronunciation, different parts of speech. And you know in English, where you place the word in a sentence is extremely important. That determines whether the word is a noun versus a verb versus an adjective versus an adverb. There are very particular places where you can place a word in a sentence. In that respect, English sentences are much more rigid. Let me give you another one. Table. T-A-B-L-E. I keep looking at the time because I don't want to go over the time. Table. T-A-B-L-E. Put it on the table. Put the book or the fruit or the whatever on the table. The Congress will table the bill. The Congress will table the bill. Let me just give you a little note here. In American English, to table the bill means to get rid of it, not to talk about it, to make it disappear. All right? In British English, it's just the opposite. To table the bill, and a bill is a written document that eventually, if it can pass, will become law. That's a bill, B-I-L-L. The British, it's just the opposite. To table the bill is to begin to talk about it, to begin to debate it, analyze it, or whatever, to see if it can become a law. So in British English, it's just the opposite of American English. American English is just the opposite. So it's to table or table. Put it on the table. There it's a noun. The Congress will table the bill. There it's a verb. Let me give you another one. Book. B-O-O-K. Now, from now on, you see if you can determine. But generally speaking, I'm going to first do it noun, then the verb. But see if you can really distinguish why the first sentence is a noun, the word is a noun, and the second sentence it's a verb. Remember, the noun is the name of a person, place, or thing, and a verb is the action. It's what the person is doing, has done, will do. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite book. I've already booked the room. Or I will book, God, I don't want to change any of it, so I'm going to just say I will book the room tomorrow. In both sentences, it's B-O-O-K. I will book the room tomorrow. Study, S-T-U-D-Y. I think that he's in the study. He's in the study. I can't go. I have to study. I can't go. I have to study. Dress, D-R-E-S-S. She didn't like the dress. She didn't like the dress. Sentence number 2. You don't have to dress formally. You don't have to dress formally. Salt, S-A-L-T. Salt, S-A-L-T. I don't put salt on or in my food. I don't put salt on my food, or I don't put salt in my food. You salt your food too much. You salt your food too much. I can give you about 2 more. Watch, W-A-T-C-H. This is a beautiful watch. I can watch the kids tonight. This is a beautiful watch, a pretty watch, or attractive watch. I can watch the kids tonight. Talk, T-A-L-K. We enjoyed your talk very much. We enjoyed your talk very much. You always talk too loudly. You always talk too loudly. 1 more. Number, N-U-M-B-E-R. Number. What's your number? Please number each card. Okay, so we're talking about a word that can be a noun plus a verb. Corralla Ficklin at CoraliaFicklin.com, WelcomeNetwork.com.